The Nautilus is an icon in watchmaking, and at retail, at list, it would set you back £60,000. That's if you can get one. So how about an alternative for less than £300? Hi guys, my name is Jason and I am your watch guy today. Today I'm reviewing the latest model from our friends at Revelot. This is their Nautilus inspired Gentus, and I think that this could be the perfect budget alternative to the Nautilus. I have linked Revelot in the description. They have plenty of different variations to this piece, so it's definitely worth going and having a look at their site. But make sure you are quick because this pre-order will not be around forever. They've sent two in for a review for me today. I will mostly be concentrating on the automatic skeleton. Let's turn the camera around and get into it. You can see the inspiration straight away with these two. They come in a number of different configurations, but the main things to consider are quartz or automatic, guilloche or skeleton, 40mm or 36mm. My personal favourite of the line is the automatic skeleton with the smoke dial. That being said, we can't ignore the beauty of the guilloche dial. A guilloche pattern will always exude quality to me, and with the colours on offer, I think that this is definitely going to be a choice for many of us. With options like turquoise, salmon and steel, Revelot have something for everyone in their latest release. The casing is obviously a homage to a legend from the watchmaking world, but Revelot have not let themselves down on the level of finishing with this piece. The satin brushed effect to the side profile of this case is nicely subdued, which allows for the high contrast of the high polish side to the bezel and the almost rough brush to the upper facets of the piece. The crown is hidden away inside these really robust yet elegant crown guards. It's a simple pull push crown with the Revelot logo etched into the centre. The 40mm that I have here is excessively wearable, as you would expect with these dimensions. In diameter, it comes in at 41.5mm straight across. It is 11.8mm thick, which is pretty impressive considering that it's packed with an NH series movement. Lug to lug comes in at 45.6mm, and these lugs are 14mm due to this integrated bracelet. The screw down case back is a display case back, and it is very reminiscent to the Revelot Hex Mariner case back. They definitely have a theme going here. The Gentus has 50 meters of water resistance, which isn't special, but due to the style of this watch, it is pretty much what I expected. To finish the case, we have a sapphire crystal to ensure the durability of the watch. The dials are going to be a decisive factor for everyone looking at this piece, and having seen some of the others on reviews and now in person, I don't know which one I would actually pick. They're both really fantastic. The quartz pieces have simple baton indices throughout with a brushed effect. That does give a more simple effect to the dial. However, it is still really pretty. For the price that they're offering these quartz pieces at around £100, I think it's probably one of the best offerings on the market at the minute at that type of price. As we move to the automatic pieces, you can see that they have a much more beautiful set of indices throughout the dial. The 12, 3, 6 and 9 are made up of Roman numerals with a lovely brushed finish to the top and a high polish exterior. Personally, I think the bold nature of them and the finish to them really does make this dial. Following that, we have the smoke dial, which gives a translucent effect as a sapphire dial would. The Revelot logo is printed to the 12 o'clock. Above the 6 o'clock, we have Gentus automatic printed to that dial. The bold Dauphine handset is a very legible design, and they also have a small level of lume to them. Let's get the lights out and have a look at that lume shot. The lume isn't exactly going to set anyone's world on fire. It is pretty low level. We do have markings loomed, which is a good move from Revelot because otherwise you don't know where the hell you're looking. It's not badly applied. Obviously with this type of style, it's not exactly what we look at to determine the value of the piece, but I think overall I'd give it a 6 out of 10. You can see why I'm doing that. There's not much there, and it simply does what it needs to, in my opinion. An integrated bracelet always gives a watch a much more complete look for me in comparison to a bracelet that has just been matched up to the watch itself. This is a screw-in bracelet with really heavy angles to the H-link pieces. A H-link bracelet always has a lovely conformity to wrist and really provides a very nice fit. They are one of my favourite designs on the market due to that. One downside of this bracelet is definitely the butterfly clasp. It is signed, which is a nice effect. However, we all know that I'm not the biggest fan of a butterfly clasp. Let's get this one on wrist. The Gentus on wrist is a really nice watch to wear, especially on this H-link bracelet. I think that it really does exude a little bit of quality for me. It's a pleasure to wear. It is a shame about the butterfly clasp. We know how I feel about them. I've enjoyed this one, I really have. As for the quartz piece, Guilloche dial is gorgeous, but it also, again, is a really nice wear, and the quartz option makes for a really nice pick up and go piece. Now obviously it's time for the Moan section. This is a really budget piece, so obviously it's not going to be perfect. However, it's definitely better than it should be for this price level. I would like to see horizontal brushing to the side profile of this case. I think it just gives a more premium effect to the finish and definitely ups the overall look of the watch. Secondly, for me, the second hand doesn't really fit the piece correctly. The arrowhead on the second hand sort of takes away a little bit from the design. I think it'd be much more suited to a pencil second hand. I feel like it's a little bit of an over design from Revelot. And finally, the butterfly clasp was always going to be a problem for myself. I just don't really get on with them unless I have the smaller links to get a perfect fit to this piece. I think that it excludes certain people from the market. Personal preference, yes. But isn't that what these reviews are for? Overall, it is an incredible piece for less than £300, and the quartz option at £100, I think that it's an excessively brilliant offering from Revelot. What do we think of the latest offering from our friends at Revelot, guys? Another brand that seem to just know how to produce excellent watches at an excellent price that really do have substance about them. If you want to check them out, I have linked them in the description below. That is where you can find all of these watches, all of the different configurations and all of the different options. Thank you to them for sending these in for me to feature, and thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.